Thundersport GB here at Pembrey. It's GP Racing Dream Aprilia Superteens. Steve's on the grid.
Well, it's now time for the second of the Aprilia Superteen races. And can Chrissy Rouse make it 4 from 4? I can tell you, well, me and Robin will have to probably work it out, but it's been a while since we've had an Aprilia Superteen rider win 4 from 4 races. Callum Bay is looking to get that first win still. Obviously, Josh Daly, number 88, is going to look for his fourth consecutive podium. No sign of Harry Hartley again. But as you can see from, there's absolutely millions of these little Aprilias on the grid. Tom Oliver's looking in good form. Jake Dixon, number 35. Obviously, Joe Ravenscroft and Jamie Thackeray got his personal best finish at the last round.
Yeah, nice wave there from Joe Ravenscroft on the second row of the grid. But yes, Steve running through the front couple of rows there, but really just a massive grid for this Aprilia Superteen Championship for 2010. And once again, you can see the predominantly at the back of the grid, those orange vests from the real rookies. Never been to big track racing before, but that orange vest all on his own on the front row is number 80, Callum Bay, the young Scot, just 12 years old, away into a good lead again. Josh Daly getting up there into third place, but you can see behind from that group, that's a bit of a shuffle in the order. We'll pick that up as they come round. Out the front, though, the normal order, if you like, is resumed because Callum Bay and Chrissy Rouse, once again, a little bit of a break at the front. Then it's Josh Daly, but is that... could that be Jake Dixon up there in fourth place, Steve?
It is, yeah. Stunning start from Jake Dixon, and after his terrible round at Mallory Park, where he struggled with the qualifying, this is a real opportunity here for him to get a solid podium. Josh Daly there with the Dayglow yellow wheels, though, is going to have to tow this lot through to the front two. Look at them. They're away again, and on the first lap, there's about a 10-bike lead for these two.
It's not really, it's not something we're used to in Aprilia Superteens. They're normally, you get the whole bunch at it like knives for the lead, but at the moment, well, it's up to the others to do the work. They can't seem to get on the pace of Chrissy Rouse and Callum Bay here at Pembrey, and those two way through the hairpin. But look at this, Jake Dixon attacking Josh Daly down at Hatchets, but Josh just maintains third position as the leaders run through past the clubhouse. Rouse and Bay. Chrissy Rouse. Oh, Chrissy! No, tucked under, down he went, and, well, again, good to see that he and the bike part company from each other. He rolls and rolls, but did not get tagged with the bike, so Chrissy gets up and walks away from that. And that's a very quick part of the track, actually, Steve.
Yeah, I think he's just travelling in there a little bit too hot, and the front tyres said, sorry, I'm not going to make this one. So Chrissy Rouse's chances of getting 4 from 4 this weekend are at an end. There you see it. Yeah, that's a quick place to... Yeah, it's a very quick place to come off. Luckily, he got up, and there's plenty of runoff there. So these youngsters, they get up and bounce, don't they? And he'll be fine, ready for the next one. Yeah, quick statistic for you, though. What it does mean is that there are... Well, every single rider on this circuit now has an opportunity for a win. Obviously, more likely Callum Bay, but no one's actually had a win out of all of these riders on the circuit. So, opportunity for a maiden victory.
Fantastic. Well, at the moment, you'd have to say it's the 12-year-old number 80. There he is, Callum Bay from Scotland, who is in the box seat because the experience of Chrissy Rouse from the fray has left him out on his own. And it's only a couple of seconds advantage he's got over the field, but really at the moment, as long as he can keep his concentration, and there's nothing in his short racing career to date to suggest that he can't keep his concentration, this should go his way. Let's see what the pack's doing behind him. We'll try and pick him up as we're just trying to get the gap as well from the leader. There they are to the chasing pack, and Josh Daly there is under pressure, all sorts of pressure there from Jake Dixon. Jake, of course, the son of Darren Dixon, multiple championship winner on 3 wheels and 2, sidecars and solos.
Yeah, Darren Dixon, very well known in the paddock on 2 and 3 wheels, the only man that's ever won British Championships in both classes. So Jake's having a very good day, so his dad will be very proud indeed. But Callum Bay, one thing he's not done so far this season is he's not had a lonely race. It'll be interesting to see if he can keep up the pace at the front. It's a lot easier when you're chasing someone but when you're up there on your own, it'll be interesting to see if he can keep the pace. At the moment, he's got just enough of a lead for, I think, to keep Josh Daly and Jake Dixon behind him, but it'll be interesting to see if he can keep it up.
Yes, indeed. Well, they are battling behind. Josh Day still leading that battle. Gives us a quick opportunity to talk to Josh's dad in the pits.
We'll just grab Josh Daly's dad off pit wall. Pob, a fantastic weekend. He's currently in the battle of his life for second.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. He's riding out of his skin. I'm absolutely over the moon. Proudest dad in the paddock.
How are your nerves?
Oh, shot.
I'll let you get back to pit wall.
Thanks.
Well, it's a very good example of what Aprilia Superteen Racing does, not for the riders, but for their connections in the paddock, as I think they say in Grand National terms. All the parents, all the relatives, and all their friends, all their mates on the pit wall, riding every inch of these races with them. But at the moment, Callum Bay still out the front, but great battling right the way down through the field, Steve.
Yeah, fantastic battle here for second place. They're all looking to get on the podium. There's Dixon, Daly, Thackeray, Ravenscroft, Oliver. Sid Hargreaves is having a fantastic race this weekend as well. And up until the first lap, and all sorts going on. Luke Buckingham was having one of the best weekends of his life as well. Unfortunately, he's fallen in this race, but better luck next time to him. But meanwhile, at the front, Callum Bay is away with it.
And there's the gap. Look at this, 4 abreast. Ooh, formation flying. Ooh, and well, you can just see what happens there. Jamie Thackeray, just for a moment, was leading that bunch for a few yards going into the hairpin, but he went in very hot. And look at this. It's Jake Dixon who seized the opportunity, and he's up into second. This is the highest he's been in the race so far. Josh Daly now in third place, keeping that watching brief, and he'll just be looking for the first opportunity to nick past and grab second again. But Callum Bay out the front. All this is happening behind him. Here they come. Callum Bay supremely untroubled, and at the moment could be on his way to his first ever Aprilia Superteam victory.
Yeah, it could be some first ever podiums here for Thackeray as well, and Dixon, of course. What this does do for their confidence is enormous. Obviously, they go into Snetterton knowing that they can keep up with the leader's pace, and we should be seeing a lot more of them.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Chrissy Rouse set what is the fastest lap of the race to this moment before he parted company with proceedings, and nobody's gone better than that, and it just shows that, okay, Chrissy had that mistake, but he was still the quickest runner out there when he went down. But what a wonderful performance for Jake Dixon here, holding that second place, but under real pressure.
Yep, there's Harry Coomber just leading the pack going in. There's a yellow flag waving into Hatchett's hairpin. Oh, and that's the reason why we've got a rider go down there, and that is number 7, Callum Cooper, who's just fallen. At least he's walking away and he's okay.
And that's a great shame, because he's been having a good weekend as well, and we've been watching some excellent performances from him. But, well, as you say, he walked away. He'll be back on board and fighting it out. And look at this, Josh Daly fighting it out. He's back up into second, squeezes past Jake Dixon again. Yellow flags being shown at the start line. They're moving that bike from down there at Hatchett, so Callum Bay, keep his eye on that, keep his eye on what he's doing, and keep his eye on back markers ahead as well.
Yeah, he's got to keep his concentration, because otherwise this battle here for second will end up being the battle for the win. But it's all about who wants it most at the moment, and Josh Daly and Jake Dixon are having a right old scrap. You just get the impression that Jamie Thackeray and Joe Ravenscroft are just sitting behind them thinking, I might pick up the spills here.
If this goes silly, we're in. No, they go either side of a slower rider. Well, try to, as they run out through the S's. That works. But the whole field getting mixed now as they catch these little groups of slower riders. They have to work their way through. So far, everybody keeping it sane and sensible and very clean indeed. And Callum Bay still leads this, number 80. There he is. A lot of work to do. This, Steve, actually is probably quite lucky for Callum, I'd say, because he has to concentrate, and this will help him in amongst back markers. Got a lot to do.
He has, yeah, look at all of this lot he's got to get through, but he's doing it very gently, to be honest. And he's got enough of a lead, but yeah, picking his way through very nicely. And Sid Hargreaves, by the way, is making excellent progress. He's moved up to 7th now. He's not going to quite catch this pack, I don't think, but he's doing ever so well. And he's actually got lime green wheels. Somebody else who had lime green wheels, I believe, last year, who won the championship.
Is that the same bike?
very possibly.
Yeah, I think Wayne Ryan's championship winning bike certainly is going around again, but look at this, my goodness me, this is busy or what? Callum Bay really having to work hard here, and the 12-year-old, well, he'll be absolutely exhausted. It's that difference, isn't he? He'll be exhausted at the end of this because of what he's had to do, but the elation will probably carry him through for a while. Here he is, still in the lead. I have to say, on the clocks, there he goes, the checkered flag and a first win in Aprilia Superteens for Callum Bay. On the clocks, that group behind were catching him towards the end, but they couldn't quite make it stick. There it is, mark that win. The first, as it were, senior win for the 12-year-old. Jake Dixon, the other rookie, managed to get up and finish second. Look at that. Josh Daly then, an excellent third. Jamie Thackeray fourth. Joe Ravenscroft fifth and Tom Oliver in sixth place. And there, what a happy podium. Callum Bay, Jake Dixon and Josh Daly. The standings, well, Chrissy Rouse fell off maybe, but he still leads the points from Callum Bay. Then Josh Daly in third, Tommy Mount in fourth, Joe Collier and Jack Keane fifth and sixth. And there, the Nitro newcomers, Callum Bay, Jake Dixon and Josh Daly. But Callum Bay leads the points from Joe Collier and Harry Coomber, Jordan Holt, Callan Cooper and Sid Hargreaves.
First win of the season for Callum Bay. Callum, has been a fantastic weekend for you. You've been chasing Chrissy all weekend, and then you get this brilliant result.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Unfortunately, Chrissy came off in the race, but it just feels so good to take the win. It's been brilliant.
And you've ended up taking more points than him as well.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure where that puts me in the championship, but hopefully I have a good year this year and just stay consistent as usual and